Trollord Games, join the fray.
All right, we are here.
Woo!
And we are live. Live.
How's it going?
We're live.
Hey, what's going on, Grace? We're live.
Hey.
Are we live?
Are we live?
When he joins, we need to say that. Are we live?
Are we live, Steve?
Just getting more and more
I'm gonna lose my teeth.
goblinish.
Oh my god. I know, right? That's
Goblish?
exactly- Goblinoid, I guess, maybe? I'm not sure. I like that. What's up, everybody?
How's it
Hi.
going?
Hello.
Bosco, Psych, Sparky, Moxow, Callus, hello. The early crew came in strong.
They did. They came in real strong.
How's it going?
You guys enjoying the day so far? It's been great.
It has been a day. It's been very much a day.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, yeah.
thrilled with the progress.
Oh my
on
gosh.
Zagyg, though.
Craziness. It is
Very busy.
It is busy. But in
But-
fact, I'm going to go update so we can reveal a new stretch rewards right now while we go.
It is
Live.
very busy.
We're live.
Every time we say the word live, now, live.
It's like an earworm.
Yeah.
It's dug in there deep.
Yeah. No shit. That's funny. Oh, you know what? I bet
Day's
I can
not
get back
over.
into backer kit. We want to bet I can get it. I need a code.
What do you guys
What?
bet Chuck can get in the backer kit?
I'm gonna refresh here. Let's see what happens when he logs in.
Over under, does Chuck make it in? Place your bets. Place your bets now. We are just shy of 260. It's a number that like boggles my brain still. Seeing like the steady support for Castle Zagyg, even now like well into day 2, has been like that's a lot of digits.
It is.
It's very crazy.
I'm keeping my
But
eye on
we're
the stream
thrilled.
right now too. The stream. Let's see.
Yeah. I'm very, very excited about it. We're all working. We're working hard. Doing all the stuff.
Doing all the stuff.
Lots of writing, lots of editing. All sorts of stuff. I know we gotta update the stretch reward graphic. What stretch rewards do you guys want to see? Because we have smashed through all of them on day 1 in the first 24 hours.
Yes, that is true. Oh,
I
interesting.
did put a discussion post in the community page, on the backer kit page, to get some ideas in writing that we can maybe reference later.
Oh, and yeah, and I guess you probably need to know what achievements to do.
Yeah.
We have a plan, though. We have something new or exciting to announce. Excited?
Do we?
Yes. We're going to have some special unlocks through the campaign for original Gary Gygax content. Hmm?
Ooh.
You know, things from the Bible that we have. I don't know if it's from the Bible or not. Probably stuff that we just have. I don't know where Steve conjures this shit up at.
It's
Pretty
very
excited about it.
exciting.
That's going to be on today's stretch reward list. I'm getting ready to fix it right now. So we thought you guys could come
Mox's-
hang out and watch us work. What now?
Yeah, work stream, co-working stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mox is asking if you could
Oh,
stop
is this
the
still
music in the
playing?
background.
Sorry.
Could you lower it maybe? Or
It was a rush. No, it shouldn't even be playing. It's my bad. It's too much going on at one time. I didn't click the right button. There we go.
You
Anytime
all
you hear
should
music-
see the state of the dens right now.
Oh, God. It's wild.
We're all running
We're gonna
around doing a
cycle.
million things.
Yeah. It's all good. I shipped out 2 convention orders today, so for 2 different conventions we're sponsoring. So that's going out the
Hey.
door. I'm pretty excited about that. One was for Huntsville Comic Expo or whatever down in Huntsville, Alabama next weekend, and then Baron DeRock's Green Dragon Fest, which is coming at the end of this month, and then Daikon will be next. I think I got to check and see. Yeah, we'll be sending stuff out to them for sure. So there's
Very
lots
cool.
of stuff going on, right?
The
There's a man
trolls
the
are in the
hour.
world.
They are.
Is there anything that shows you how to make custom monsters? Asks DM Chris. I need to make around 9. We don't have engineering monsters yet, but that would be a very good engineering book.
That would be a very
That'd
good
be-
engineering.
That's a cool title, actually.
Yeah.
And there are some guidelines in the monsters and treasure book to create monsters.
That's true.
Is there?
Award experience points and how to create them. Just a couple of pages on, dots, blah blah blah.
I love making monsters, but unfortunately, I have no process.
I forgot.
Is everyone else getting 2 postings of everything that is typed? Maybe try refreshing. I am not having that experience, my friend.
Steve is low volume. Is that what he said?
Steve is very low volume, says the castle keeper.
Chuck, is that you or me?
No, it's on my side, but you're fine. You're
You
coming through
sound-
like normal. So I don't know.
Yeah, you sound good to
normal
me
now.
too.
Yeah. Yep. Everything's
Try
good across the
yelling
board.
more.
Yeah, you're
I
all
can
green.
certainly
Oh, you hit red there where you got loud. Yeah, it's all normal. There's no.
Here, I'll tip that up a little bit. Maybe it fell down.
Broken Fiction says 28 of 30 Mega Dungeon backer kits have been funded. What a great community.
It is amazing.
We were talking about that at the very beginning of the stream here, how like insane the support has been. It really is just like mind blowing.
Yeah, really is.
1,300 people. Over
Yeah.
1,300 people.
And we're fixing to break 260, I think, on our way to 300,000, which is really, Gary would be very, very
Yeah.
excited.
Oh yeah, we'd be
Very
taking.
pleased. But we do got to figure out more stretch goals. I know. So as Chuck was explaining, we've got the one from yes from the Bible, no from the Bible.
Well, I
Yes.
don't know. Yeah, is that I was trying
Well,
to say it
it's
was from the
not-
Bible, but it's sort of like we got so much stuff outside of the Bible from him too, right?
So
You
what
know.
he did is he turned over what he called the Bible, which is essentially all of his notes on the gray notebook that he had created Castle Zagyg in, and that's what we're using as our roadmap to what we're creating. He's giving us all that stuff. But with that was bunches and bunches of ancillary files. Now, some of those ancillary files are actually in the Bible, so we have to be careful as we're going through them to make certain that they're not already included in what we're doing and all of that business. But in sorting through them the other day, I found quite a small pile of nuggets in there, and one was really, really cool, and that's the one that we've announced today. We are, that we'll reveal as it unfolds, because I believe we're doing the achievements or whatever we're doing over there on the count.
Very exciting.
Yeah, it's very, very cool because it's original Gygax content that has never been out, and there's a little bit more of it out there too. So we are gathering all of his Zagyg notes together.
It's nice to be able to compile stuff that he wanted out in the world, unlike his, because I know like a lot of people want to see like the notes and all that stuff.
Right.
So being able to like find some of that like original stuff that is like more friendly to the public.
Now, someone, I think it was the Metal, posted an interesting comment. I haven't addressed it yet over on the campaign page about the archaeology of the creation of this thing, and I think that's a great idea. I think I will sit down and write, and I'll get with Luke a little bit and Jeff a little bit, but the historiography of the creation of this with Gary's thoughts, comments. I might be able to dig back. I've gotten most of the emails from those days, so I can dig back through and get some of his comments from the beginning. Because it is a pretty fascinating, unfolding of the way this goes. And I know a lot of people want the original notes, but they really want Gary didn't want out, but they're not.
Yeah.
It's not like this. Like if you look at Davis's notes,
I would be mortified at the idea of my own notes being.
Yeah,
I wouldn't wish that on any GM.
well, if you look at Davis sent over, and he wanted this in the first he wanted it in
Hey,
the player's
Pastor Weldon.
handbook, and then he wanted it in the Castle Keeper's Guide, and I booted both of it. But it was all of his notes for the creation of the siege engine, he and Mac's notes, and at least half of it was just algebra. It was
Yeah.
just math problems that he and Mac were working through. And I was like, no, we're not publishing it. No, maybe one out of 1,000 people want to see that, your thought process all the way through. And that's sort of where Gary's is. But his are much rougher. They're very, very rough. And you can see where he went through and changed things. And But he was pretty adamant he didn't want that stuff out there.
I got an idea. What did we talk about what this achievement stuff is to everybody? Let's talk about what you're doing with that, Grace. Explain that to them. They may want to get involved if they don't know about it. I'm not sure.
Sure. So, if y'all navigate to the community page, you might see that we have a couple of like achievement bars that are running.
Let me drop
See,
that
I
in.
say
I'll drop
that-
that in chat for you real quick. There it is. There's the main link to the community page right there, I believe. Right? Yeah.
I do believe that we have, yeah, and you can filter it by achievements. We have indeed beaten all of our achievements except our most recent one. But yeah, so these are kind of like ways that we can kind of like mark our progress and see how like things are progressing. So I would love to see this campaign do like 500, and we're about 52% to that one now.
Yeah, fantastic.
We've been smashing through all of these achievements in very short order. But yeah, like we can set achievements for like all sorts of goals, so they can be like financial goals, or they can be like engagement metrics and like all sorts of that kind of stuff. And it helps us get a good idea for like what kind of stuff you'd like to see with this campaign, and where you'd like to see it go, I suppose, would be a good way to put that.
I think, it also helps just everybody kind of get involved, and you can see a little bit better what's happening, here and there, and what goal we're racing to. It's pretty cool. Becker gets just kind of started all this mess, right, Chuck? Here
Yeah. These are kind of like new features.
Yes, sir.
It's been fun to play around with them.
So I see that who asked the question? Psychwar 8081 asked the question that was asked again last night about where in Aired to place it, and much like I've said before, I struggle with this because, and I'll give you guys a quick, for those who weren't there last night. So Castle Zagyg, Castle Greyhawk. Castle Zagyg is actually a castle that sits just north of Yigsburg, and Yigsburg is upriver from a town called Greyhawk, and I believe that's the way it was. Now, all of that changes when Gary loses the license and Dunfalcon becomes the town that Greyhawk is servicing, and Greyhawk and Yigsburg sits between this kind of confluence of two rivers. So I struggle all the time with how much to include Dunfalcon into where we want to place it in Aired. But currently, in my thinking, it's one of two places, and more likely the first, and that would be Corellia. Yigsburg would be on the confluence of the Slate and the Ellet rivers, and Castle Zagyg is going to be near into the Corellian side. I believe that I'd have to orient it. I think that orients it the wrong way, actually. It'd be near the first and bottom sides. The other place that I'm looking at is in Anglame, but what I'm really trying to do is make certain that I keep, wherever I settle on it, it's got to have the confluence of those two rivers. So Yigsburg sits between them both. But the rivers themselves are actually east to west flowing rivers, and that's the problem with anything in Corellia or Anglame, because those are west to east flowing rivers. So it's a struggle, but I will make that. I will find a proper home for it very, very soon. But I want to got to keep the confluence together. I got to keep the confluence involved.
We also got a question. Speaking of world building related stuff, I missed the World Builders Archive. When will I be able to get some of this content in this? Will I be able to get some of this content in the store in the future? This summer,
Yes, this summer. I've got all 9 books now lined up, and we're going to do our final passes on them. All the covers are done. Everything's done. I think Grace is going over one now, and Finn's got 2 to go over, and then we got the final 10th book, which I got to get with Mel on. But I'm hoping by tomorrow or Friday that I've got a couple of hours to sit down and kind of get everything updated, so I know which files are where. I got some edits to put in the Adventurer's Writer's Guide, and then within the next week or so, I'm contacting the printer and saying we've got 10 books to go, and then once they go. We're looking at a June, July release for the World Builder stuff, all 10 of them.
Very exciting.
Yes, I'm really, really wanting to get to. I'm a huge fan of Castle Zagyg, but those World Builder books for me are pure gold. Absolutely.
Oh, yes. Particularly the Guide to Adventure Writing. I can't believe that we're in a group chat with Dan Cross.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Dan's a great guy.
Dan's the man.
KevCon asks question. Instead of Kane and Kate, I assume you mean came in late. Am I crazy? Did the stretch goals change from yesterday? We had to update our image.
Yeah,
they had
it's my fault.
Stuff from the first campaign.
Or some other campaign. I'm not even sure it was the first one, to be honest with you. I don't know.
They're correct now, whatever they are.
They're getting ready to change in about 10 seconds.
Yeah. What's next after Zagyg? The next big thing, asks Luthien.
So summer months, we're going to see 3 projects. We may have something that I slip into the mess in late spring. I've got to talk to the artist about that and kind of finalize that. But this summer, we're looking at the Codex of the Plains and Barsoom, and from Gary Gygax's Holiday Paintings. So that'll be summer and early fall. So we've got a very, very busy summer laid out in front of us. That is the hoop. And Gord, I keep forgetting Gord. Gord is in there as well.
Question, is there a good single location to send people to read about the project? I keep seeing people asking questions already answered, but to get those answers, they need to look in multiple places. Yeah, I was going to maybe put together a discussion post on Castle Zagyg with the answers to the FAQs, so to speak.
Yeah, do they have an FAQ section on? I know
they
Kickstarter.
do.
Yeah,
they do. It's just you just use the default one usually. Because what most people have been doing, I was going to mention this actually, is like Grace said, they just started a discussion just for FAQs that's got to do with this campaign and us instead of the normal sterile stuff. Is that what you just talked about, Grace? Probably. I was studying.
Yes.
Yeah. So there.
Yeah. Most
in the future. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to do it for sure. And that way you get on.
So that will be up soon.
Soon. All right,
today.
Most definitely. I was trying to play around.
Moxel asks if it should be out by GaryCon next year. Yeah, all 15 volumes of the World Builders Archive and the Castle Vegas. Maybe not volumes 4 and 5, but I think so. We'll see.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
It's coming along. Work is kind of like, I feel like it's picked up speed.
It has tremendously. That's all Jeremy is doing at this point, is working on Castle Zagyg. He and Mike and Chase, with a little help from Nick too. So, and he's got a good feel of it, I think now, the tone to match Jeff's and Gary's from the earlier 2 volumes. So I'm confident Jeremy can plunge forward with this. Though I'm guessing around level 11, he too will be tired of dungeons and will long for the forests of the darkened forest.
The verdant greenery.
The verdant greenery. Yeah, Jeremy just said, "I'm tired, boss." Never the darkened forest.
Tired, boss.
You damn bad.
Oh, that's right. I love that.
Summoner of Turnian asks, is there or will there be more Monsters and Treasure books?
Oh.
Yes. So we've got... we're still batting the idea around. Jeremy and I both really want to do a dinosaur book. But we popped the idea out yesterday in stream that we do a megafauna book instead and just do dinosaurs, giant beetles, giant insect, the whole gambit from woolly mammoths all the way down.
All the
I think it'd
stuff.
be pretty cool. And in the back of my head, I would love to do go first, Big Book of Bugs. I would love to do a book on Fae. I think Fae are freaking awesome as hell.
Really?
Uh,
That would be I would love to see your take on it. That would be cool.
yeah, I absolutely love. I use Fae all the time. I absolutely love
Yeah.
them. Yeah, weird, mysterious, not necessarily evil, not good, but they're just creatures with their own agendas that don't line up with treasure seeking, whatever's. But so there's those two things. We've got a dragon bestiary in the floating around. It will be new dragons. They're
Yeah.
sketched out in their habitats and all. I mean, Benny's work. She's doing a fantastic job with that book there.
Yeah.
That's the one floating around. And I think that's it. I swear. Oh, and then there's the monsters, the gods and monsters of Aird, and this is further down the line. Not until I'm done with Alstrag and the expansion books, but I would love to do the gods and the godlike monsters of Aird.
That'd be cool.
Oh, really?
That'd
That would be
extremely
interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, Jeremy, you're right. And then we've got the Amazing Adventures monster book, the Monstorum, which Jason, and he just sent over another 5 or 6 monsters yesterday. He's done almost 70 monsters for that. And we've got a few artists working on that. So that too is in the work. We've got a lot of monster books going on. I didn't realize we had that many going on. But that one's actually the others. The Dragon's Bestiary is in the is in the working phase. The A monster book is being written, and the other ones, the dinosaurs, the megafauna, the Fae, are just kind of in the thought process stage. So they really aren't no ink to paper yet.
Sparky asks, what have been some of the biggest challenges and setbacks with Zagyg? I imagine like one of the biggest challenges was getting it in the first place. We fought very hard for this.
Yeah, that was a huge challenge. That was, and Luke Gygax spearheaded freeing all this material up. And then we worked pretty hard to get the license to it, which we did. And I think sorting through the documents, Gary's original notes, has been extremely difficult. And not only does his notation change over time, someone had pulled everything out of the gray binder and mixed all the papers up. So that was a mess. And so putting all that together has not been easy. And it's still not done.
Yeah.
There's still maps we're really not, he didn't note. So we're really not sure. We got to, as we go forward and kind of eliminate, this definitely goes with level 2. This, we can kind of zone down. And then as Jeremy is saying in chat, there is the tone is probably the most difficult thing, because people have for decades kind of seen Zagyg as this kind of funny, goofy, trickster, pun-loving guy, and he's really not. He's an insane person. He's a wizard who's extremely powerful, who's insane.
Right.
Some of the stuff he does is humorous, but it's kind of a dark humor. You know, the moment of you're watching Saw or whatever movie you're watching, and there's that light moment of humor when someone's having their eyeball plucked from their socket, and you chuckle about something because it's all you can do, and that's kind of the tone with Zagyg. So that's been the struggle, and you can definitely see Gary moved away from any kind of humorous tone. He wrote Volume 1, Yigsburg Citadel, and he co-wrote with Jeff Delaney in Volume 2, Ruins. So it's not filled with humor. So finding that road forward with keeping a little bit of Gary's own personality in it without making it goofy, struggle, I think.
It would be one thing to like build a mega dungeon of this size, just like us, the trolls. It's more complicated, I think, to like have to go through, like, dissect notes, try to emulate the tone. Like,
it is, yeah.
A lot of care is being taken to like build this with integrity.
Yeah, it is, and we're trying to stay true to his vision, and I've got a good idea of what that vision was. And just getting it, and I know Jeremy does too. So getting it, to paper is the thing. Doing it like when I do Alstrag, and Davis and I'll do most of Alstrag. The tone is easy. It's all dark and evil as hell. So that's not that tone is much less challenging than something that an insane person actually has created to torment you.
Andre Duranda asked, does Gord or any Gord lore come up in Castle Zagyg? Anything direct that isn't otherwise featured in Greyhawk or aired generally?
No, I have not seen that yet, but we still have a bit to go through. So I haven't seen that yet. So no Gord yet, but we're we're only on like level 6 and we're dicing through and whatnot.
Could be.
Yeah, you never know.
Was it helpful to obtain the license that Gary Gygax wanted CNC to be the home of Castle Zagyg before he died?
I'm pretty sure that played into the judge's decision. I mean, I guess I assume that it did, and it certainly was. He wasn't real happy with third edition. He thought it was a great game, but it wasn't quite what he needed it to be with level progression, power balance, and stuff like that for Castle Zagyg to work. So having Castles and Crusades there, which did lean kind of heavily on the spirit of AD&D, I think helped tremendously.
Very cool.
Real quick, I want to answer something real quick here. We had that open yesterday for the stream that we were on, and I didn't close it out an hour after. I closed it out like at midnight last night. But yeah, we did. It was on live for a while. So who was it asked for that? Yeah, KF. But if you didn't get a copy of it, let me know. I might have one laying around. Anyway, moving on. Sparky's got a question that I think after that, if you want, we'll let Grace explore the new stretch rewards. As I'll hit the button, we'll put them up, and she can go through them.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah. So, Steve, there's
What,
one there
what's-
from
what's the
Sparky.
question?
Yeah, I didn't read it. It may not be serious. It's Sparky, just a warning.
Yeah, that's true. Are there dwarves who demand payment for access to parts of the dungeon? I remember when James Ward ran Castle Greyhawk, they were constant pain in the ass wanting payment. that I can't tell you yet. I've actually got James Ward's version of Castle Zagyg here as well, but I'm not sure what level that would be. We haven't run into that yet, Sparky, but that's not to say that we won't in the near future.
Yeah. All right.
Very cool.
Well, then I'll get
Most
my sheet over
excellent.
here. Let's see here. Everybody's so excited about everything. I love this. It's a great time to be a gamer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Let me make sure I didn't screw nothing up in here. Oh, there's one
If you
thing.
know the stream, we are running a backer kit campaign right now for Gary Gygax's Castle Zagyg. So jump over there and check that out and see what's
Please.
happening.
Yes.
Okay, and here we go. I'm going to go ahead, Grace, and hit save. You got your thing open?
Yes,
We'll talk
indeed.
about the next results. Here we go. I'm going to drop them in like it's hot. All right. Oh, wait. I did find a mistake. Oh. 1 second. You fix that for somebody points it out to me.
Chuck, you better
Keeping the
fix
holding
that right
pattern.
now. Just fix that. Just fix it.
All right. It's live. So check it
Ooh,
out.
All right. Let's see.
Hopefully it's not screwed up too bad.
I'm sure it is perfect, Chuck.
It's beyond perfect, right?
It is beyond perfect.
Ooh, all right. We are going up to 400,000 now.
Mhm.
At 250, we have personalized leather covers. Ooh, 300,000 Castle Zagyg custom stickers and patches. Ooh. 350,000 is double copies of the maps. Very useful.
Oh, let me get a
That's
raffle going.
Very, very useful.
Oh, I did.
And then 400,000, that original Gary Gygax content drop.
Yeah. That's the first
Very
unlock right
nice.
there. Yeah, for the Gary Gygax stuff. So there's a lot. We're going to have a lot of that throughout the campaign, aren't we, Steve? Right? Or some, I should say. Not
I
tons.
think we'll have some. We've found a bit, so we'll see what we can do. And I'm talking to
Yeah.
some of Gary's old friends to see if we
Yeah.
can't materialize a little bit of other stuff afloat.
Yeah, and we've got some really other cool stuff planned as we get higher up. I mean, some really cool. One thing in particular, no, Steve, I'm real jazzed about. It's going to be a little expensive, but I think everybody would want one on their wall. Oh, that's all I'll say about that.
That's
But-
the only hint you get.
yeah, but yeah, and
It's
so
Davis in a bikini. There
well,
you go.
and here's what I was thinking. Grace is going to be putting up 2 achievements for the first 2 of the stretch rewards, which is the double copies of the maps and the patch and stickers. When we get to those, Well, actually, I think probably what we'll do, when we get to those, then when she does the one for the 400,000, we'll reveal the actual thing we're going to be releasing for Gary. We'll have an actual title for it. But right now, it's just an unlock, right? So, but
Very exciting.
very excited about all this stuff. This is so good. I mean, I'm just so happy to be a part of it. To be honest with you, I never thought in my life I'd be a part of something like this. So pretty cool.
It's pretty wild stuff. You guys are at the forefront of bringing the oldest piece of dungeoneering, RPG content to the gaming public.
Yeah,
Period.
for sure.
Best community ever.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I said that.
It takes
I actually
the
cussed
army,
last
for
night.
sure.
I told the Discord last night. I said this is the best fucking community ever because they're just regular like us. They care about the same things we do. Everybody's cool. It's so I'm so blessed to be involved.
Yes, indeed.
Except that guy Kothar. He's always grumbling about something.
I know. Grumble, 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 grumble. Isn't there like a character called Grumble or something? What is this ringing in my head?
Probably.
That should be his new character once you kill his thief off. Call him a Grumble.
Frig off Barb. What is that from? Frig off Barb. What is that?
Frig off Barb? I don't know.
What is that? That sounds so freaking.
If it had been Frack off Bard, I would have immediately known he's a Battlestar Galactica fan, but you know.
Trailer Park Boys, yes.
Trailer Park Boys. I've never seen that. I've never watched it ever.
Oh man,
Never.
Tim and Kenneth and I, we watched Trailer Park Boys religiously.
Oh really?
And I was bored eating some
Yeah.
butter the other night, and I put on the Trailer Park Boys and started watching.
You was just living you was immersing yourself in it, right? So
I was. So there's a character in there. Shit, I can't remember his name now. The guy running the trailer park. I'll send it to both of you. He uses shit so creatively. It is.
I'll have to watch it. You turned me on to Justified, so it can't be wrong.
Mr. Leahy, yes, Mr. Leahy. The Shitacane has hit Trollard Games.
Actually,
what does he say? What is that you smell on the wind? That is a shit hawk. What's a shit hawk, Mr. Leahy?
What the hell? Are you serious?
It's
hilarious.
So
well, since I've come to work for you, I have learned about Justified. I learned about Always Sunny. Now I'm hearing about this. And there's probably about 15 other titles I can't remember. So.
Yeah. Justified.
Canadian humor is excellent.
For sure. That's hilarious. I'll have to watch it. It sounds like Rich. It sounds really good. It's pretty funny.
I gotta go watch some Trailer Park Boys.
Well, I mean, it sounds good. I like Always and Sunny. Always and Sunny is hilarious. They're just weirdos, man. It's so funny. Stupid shit, you know?
Yeah, Savage Splinter says Randy turning tricks for cheeseburgers. It is absolutely freaking hilarious. The show is beyond.
Turning tricks for cheeseburgers. What in the world? I know I'll be watching tonight. That sounds good. Yeah, Ray, Justified. I think I love him anyway as an actor, and I love all of his shit, right? But I'm going to say that's probably the best of his best, I think.
I think that might be the best TV show I've ever seen is Justified.
It's good, and he's damn good in it. Damn good in it.
Grace, I don't know if you would like the show, but what you would like is the dialogue.
Yeah, it's cool.
The dialogue is unmatched by anyone. It's just fantastic.
Yes.
I really liked Letterkenny. Have you guys seen Letterkenny?
It was good, yes. Yeah.
I love
I have not seen that. What is that?
It's excellent. You'll have to check it out. It's another like Canadian kind of comedy.
You like it, Chuck. It's just like three dudes and this one dude's sister. It's just wordplay.
What is it called? What is it called again? Letterkenny?
Letterkenny.
All right, I'm gonna write down on my notes here. I've got an ongoing Notion actually for like ever since you introduced me to Notion like 2 years ago, and it's just for books and movies and stuff.
It's a list of stuff.
Yeah, the shit off the streams is where I get it from. I write it in there.
My whole life is on Notion. It's awesome.
Oh, Jeremy says Letterkenny is lawful good and Trailer Park Boys is chaotic evil.
I can see that for sure. I can see that. Yeah.
Huh? That is funny.
I think that would agree. I've never seen an episode of Trailer Park Boys.
It's hilarious. All right, I think we do got to wind down. We have closed out the raffle, right? The raffle for the signed copies of the Eastmark Folio is now closed. So if you haven't pledged, you can't get in on the raffle, but you certainly can get in on the Gord the Rogue Saga of the Old City.
Yes, indeed.
We're going out to anyone who pledges, and you keep your pledge for the whole campaign in the first 48 hours. And we've got another
noon tomorrow,
3 hours to go for that. So definitely get your Gord Saga of the Old City.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited about that. I haven't won yet. I keep entering, but nothing happens. I don't know what's going
Never works for you, Joe.
Well, the good news is Steve's giving everybody in the company and all of his friends and everyone he's ever met online a copy after this is over with. So we're great. We've got like 5,000 copies.
I'll mail it. I'll get that right now.
We got like 5,000 copies or something.
I'll pass that on to Dakota to take care of.
Oh my God, that poor boy. Anyways, yeah, I think Scott, we should probably do the raffles for this little short stream. Give away a few things real quick and then get out of here. We got work to do. Sound good?
We do.
All right, let's get to it. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to close out the raffles. I didn't actually get a chance to tell people, but if you're watching from elsewhere, you have to come over to Troller Games. No, twitch.tv/Troller Games. Give us a follow, and the next point raffle will get you in the raffle. And I'm going to move really slow toward the button so that you guys can join me. My mouse is not working. The sensitivity's down on it. It's barely moving. Trying to get there to close entries. Try to get there. Look at Rothgar. He's making sure he's in. He ain't messing around. Oh, look at Jeff sneaking in at the very end there. Yeah, good job. And today's giveaway be for $5 million of fake money. Dr. Pepper and the entries have been closed. I'm going to pick 3 drawings today, real quick. We'll do a couple $10 PDFs and a $15 code. All right. So here they come. First up is going to be for the $10 code. A link will pop up in the chat to our Discord. Just join our Discord if you're not already a member, because you should be, because it's the place to go hang out with cool-ass people like us. But anyway, there'll be a link there, and Obsidian Risk will give you your code. You can just DM him, PM him, talk shit about him, and his name will be in the chat as well when it pops up. All right? All right, so the first winner is going to be for $10 PDF code. Callus, winning again after yesterday.
Woo!
Always. That's great.
Super.
Second winner.
Let's go, Callus.
Let's go. Is DM Santher, who won also yesterday.
Yay!
Congrats. Awesome.
Nicely
And
done.
for our $15 code winner, it is Rolgoff, who made sure he got in twice.
Nice.
Paid off, bro.
Go,
Look at that.
dude.
All right, let's go. And we may be back later this afternoon with another stream. We're still debating on that. The gods haven't decided yet. But if not, we'll see you when we see you. All right?
We shall see.
All right, guys.
Yes, indeed.
Have a good
Take it easy,
afternoon.
everybody.